the tape for this featherweight fight. Daniel Pineda, 26 years old. Mike Brown, a decade his elder. Everything else is virtually identical. With the official introductions, Bruce Buffer.
And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Levine.
Yves Levine, our referee for this featherweight matchup. The beautiful Brittany. Great to be here tonight, MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas.
Are you ready, sir? You ready? Fight!
Here we go. Black trunks for Daniel Pineda, white trunks for Mike Brown. Watch for Mike Brown's level changes. They have been a key to his success over the years. If it's setting up a punch, if it's looking for the takedown, he measures an opponent very well with his level changes.
He's very well trained. You see how he stands, high guard. You never see him doing anything flamboyant. Doesn't drop his hands or taunt his opponents. Very, very technically skilled fighter.
And oftentimes comes out firing. And Pineda knows that. Looking for the Superman punch, he slipped. Followed it up with that left high kick,
Good right hand by Mike Brown, though. Caught him over the top.
Brown looking for that long jab, and he slips under and ducks under again the hook of his opponent, Daniel Pineda. Overhand right again.
It's the second time he's caught him with that right hand, Mike.
And he's looking for it again. He's winging that big overhand right, Joe.
Mike Brown has some serious power.
Long looping right hand by Pineda. Nice combination by Pineda.
He might have staggered Brown.
Yeah, he had the double jab that connected. Brown looking for the takedown.
Boy, he drove him all the way across the cage with that one.
Wow.
He's got him on his back, controlling his legs. Pineda's got that left underhook, though, Mike. And if he can get a foot underneath him, he should be able to use that to wall walk. And Brown's got him flattened up now. Brown staying very heavy on him, trying to get his shoulders flat to the mat, and he does so. He also has a strange position here where he has, yeah, there he goes. He's stepped over. He was in half guard, he stepped over, and he's trying to work that mounted crucifix. He's trying to step over that right leg. He had the one leg trapped with his right leg and the one arm trapped with his left. And in trying to make the transition, he's lost the position.
Pineda able to power his way up, Joe. But a lot of that, as you said, was that Brown had lost his balance and the pressure that he had applied to Daniel Pineda, and now it's Mike Brown's guard, which we'll see.
Now he's elevating him with one butterfly and trying to push on the hip with another. And the way to sweep a guy with that is you got to get control of the arms so he can't post out. He does not have control of his arms right now. So right now he's just sort of holding the position. But you see those 2 feet that are underneath the legs like that where Mike Brown has them? Now he switched it to a deep half. He lost that position as well. He's got the single and up to his feet. The high single, look at this, he's got him twisted around.
Gives it up, and now they clinch.
And Pineda tried to trip Mike Brown, but Mike Brown's heavy base kept him standing.
As I mentioned earlier, he is one of the strongest men in this division, has been for years. Pineda had success with a double jab earlier before the men battled on the ground. And he looks for the jab there.
Nice kick by Pineda.
Under 2 minutes remain in the first of 3 scheduled rounds. Front kick right up the middle.
It's amazing how many guys are throwing that front kick to the face now, Mike.
It has become the kick of choice.
Anderson Silva changed the world.
Silva with the highlight reel knockout of Vitor Belfort, Lyoto Machida. The same kick to Randy Couture. Left hand. Switching his stance is Brown. Brown right up the middle. Brown with the lead left hook. Total strikes, very even so far in this matchup as Brown tries to add to his total. Right right hand again. Pineda looking for the takedown. And he's tossed to his back by Mike Brown.
Mike Brown is so strong. You see how in those clinches, he just control. He's in the same position, Mike. Now he let go of the right leg, or excuse me, his left leg on the right arm of Daniel Pineda. That was where he was losing that position earlier. Now he's in half guard, and he's got him flattened out. And what Mike wants to do is get his right leg free. And you see how Daniel has his left leg, his right leg rather, wrapped around Mike's right leg, and using his instep in his foot to try to hold that leg in position.
There you go. There you go.
And ground and pound here by Mike Brown.
Final seconds of round number 1. Brown ends the round in top position.
Go, come here. Hey, got a deep breath. Mikey, you won this round, you look good. Listen, that's the same game. You gotta understand this. When you double this jab, when you're in or you're out, you're in a good position. You know, you just got kicked when you came in with the double leg. Do something before you go to the takedowns, all right? You throw some jabs.
I was double legged?
Yes. And you coming in, but you throw the double leg before you throw anything else, all right?
They're going to beat him on the feet.
Yes. Watch. Great. Hey, go in this way. Right? You know you can take.
And there we see Mike Brown chasing Pineda, lands a good right hand against the cage. And there's a nice combination by Pineda. Attacked, and Mike Brown followed him across the octagon for that takedown.
Right hand up.
Drove him to the cage.
A couple of times Brown had top position, and Pineda was able to get back to his feet. He was starting to get back to his feet, Joe, at the end of the first round.
Well, yeah, he did get back right before the bell. Oh, big right hand and left hook by Mike Brown.
Oh, they're swinging away here early.
Responds with his own shots as well. Hard shots by Pineda.
Confidence growing for young Daniel Pineda as he faces off with the former champion.
Yeah, Pineda has no problem swinging with him.
Nope.
Oh, takedown by Pineda, but he's caught in a one-arm guillotine. No, he's not. I thought one of their arms was around the neck. He's just got a hold of him here, but this can lead to a neck crank, Mike, especially if Mike Brown can roll him over. Note that Mike Brown also has double underhooks here, excuse me, double butterflies here. He let go of the position. And now Pineda on top. And Mike Brown stands him up.
Oh, just threw him down. Trying to somersault his way out of trouble right to north-south.
Yeah, rolled right into a bad position. Mike Brown has been so physically strong in the grappling exchanges.
Let's see what Mike Brown can do from here.
Pineda trying very hard to get that left leg, the left leg inside to try to regain half guard.
There you go. Put yourself in a half guard. Put yourself in a half guard.
And you hear his corner saying that exact thing, Joe.
Oh, look at
Put
that
yourself
sweep.
in the half guard, and
look
he
at that
sweeps.
sweep by Pineda.
Great transitions
with
back
his
and
arm.
forth.
That shows some serious physical strength by Pineda. Pineda is working on a guillotine here, Mike. I can't tell if he has his hands clasped together.
It looks like he does, Joe.
As he's doing it, Mike Brown is fighting for a single. He's
And he gives it up.
ignoring the arm on his chin.
Mike Brown pushing forward and hits him with a left. Takedowns thus far in the fight. And the reversals go the way of Pineda. Not once, but twice.
Good knees to the body here by Brown. But I need to see that Pineda sweep again. That was amazing. It looked like he did it mostly with his arm.
Knee again by Brown and a right hand.
That was a big right hand, Mike.
Uppercut. And again an uppercut.
He's holding him in place with his left and hitting him with his right. Another knee.
Just getting out of harm's way was Pineda there. Brown trying to break him down.
Working the body.
He's breaking down young Daniel Pineda here. And he comes back swinging. Brown would love to keep him on the cage. And they're back to the center of the octagon. Lead uppercut. Brown had a great position with his opponent up against the cage, but couldn't keep enough pressure on Pineda to keep it there.
Reset.
Pineda good at mixing things up with his stand-up game.
Yeah, that was a nice move there where he missed one and then threw the front leg side kick to keep Mike Brown off him. You see him turning his hips, Mike?
Setting up a spin?
Yeah, without a doubt.
There it is.
Yep.
Overhand right again, answered by Brown, he slipped.
Uh-oh.
Brown's power is doing damage to Pineda.
Yes, it is. And physically, when they grapple, his power is showing as well.
Yeah, he's breaking Daniel Pineda down. And conditioning doesn't seem to be a factor here in the second round for Mike Brown.
And this is a tough pace these guys are fighting at. Pineda working his closed guard here. He's got his legs open. And he's looking for opportunities. You see him turning his arms, trying to pin down that arm. See, every now and then he's trying to switch his hips this side, but Mike Brown is constantly active, constantly hitting him with short hammer fists and punches, won't let him set his hips. But Pineda's looking. See him turning his hips? He's looking for that one opening where Mike Brown is slipping.
There you go. Break the neck tight. Hips on the floor.
Almost. He's been able to get up twice when Mike Brown has had top position in this fight. A couple of reversals as well. Nice elbow from the bottom by Pineda. Answered by a big elbow from Brown.
He's turning those hips again. Turning those hips.
Come on. Again, Mikey.
Good ground and pound here late in round two.
Someone's bleeding, Mike. Can't tell
Mike
who it is.
Brown.
Is it Mike Brown? Is it from that elbow from the bottom? Oh, big punches by Brown. Yeah, Brown is bleeding. It was the elbow from the bottom.
When you guys get an excellent round. Get it? Yep. Okay, you clean it?
I get it. Yeah, I'll take care of it.
All right,
What do you guys have to go out here?
Bring it. You guys got to come out. Let's do this. Mikey, listen. Breathe. Relax. All right? You gotta relax. Listen, it's 5 minutes. He is really tired, Mike. You're gonna win this fight. You're gonna win it well. Yes, you do. For sure. For sure.
And here's from the bottom. That short elbow was what cut Mike Brown. Very well placed elbow. Now here's a slam by Mike Brown. And here's this wild sweep by Pineda. Look at that. Shifted his hips out and pushed off with his arm. That takes a lot of strength to do something like that. Power kick to the body there by Mike Brown.
Sir, can you go back to your corner, please?
Heavy right hand.
Thank you.
Great fight so far.
So Brown gets cut in top position by Pineda's elbow, very much like Kenny Flory and Sean Shirk years ago. But they've attended to the cut, and round three is underway. Heavy leg kick by Pineda early. 2 first-round victories in the UFC career of Daniel Pineda, tonight facing off against the former WEC champion. Brown looking to string UFC wins together. Pineda has not been defeated in over 2 years, riding a 7-fight winning streak.
Head kick by Pineda.
He's thrown that a few times tonight.
Yeah, his stand-up looks excellent, especially his kicks.
And this is the first time we've really seen a bunch of his stand-up in the octagon with those 2 quick submission wins.
Big knee to the body. Mike Brown hurt him. That knee to the body hurt him badly.
Brown has thrown a ton of body shots with the knees, the kicks, and of course the punches, Joe. And he continues to work the midsection.
Pineda's getting a little break here because Brown's on top of him. He can tie him up and try to stop some ground and pound, but he's getting an opportunity here to catch his breath. That knee to the bread basket really had him in trouble.
That basket with the head in the same side.
Left hand connects.
That's yours. Use the brownie. Wait for the brownie. Come on, keep breaking the grip.
He's really trying to break the will of Pineda with that body attack.
Watch out the foot. Let's go, Mike Brown.
And Mike Brown has really targeted that area in the fight, looking to transition to side control.
Yeah, he's trying to get his hips out of there and free that leg. But Pineda's doing a really good job of keeping that right leg captured between his 2 legs. That's out. Very nicely done by Mike Brown.
See if Pineda can get it back again, Joe.
Yeah, the issue is the cage. If it wasn't for that cage, he would have been able to turn the clock and completely be free. And
Pineda gets it back.
Got it back. Yeah, Mike Brown needs to push him away from that cage, and he's doing that right now. But in the meantime, Pineda has gotten full guard now. Very active hips by Pineda. And Pineda's looking to trap Mike's left arm. See how he's pinning down with his right arm on Mike Brown's left arm? Keeps doing that. Keeps looking for that opening. But Mike Brown is being very diligent with his defense.
Pineda would love to get a stand-up here.
Pineda tried to trap Mike Brown's right arm in between his two legs there for a moment, but Brown pulled it out. But if he gets a chance to do that, he will try to slap on a triangle. And he's just controlling Mike Brown from the bottom here, controlling his posture as Brown lands these punches. He's trying to keep Brown from really posturing up and getting power into these punches. These right now are just mostly arm. They don't feel good, but it's better than letting Mike Brown sit up and then come down on you with heavy power. He steps over with one leg.
Pineda, very good defensive guard here. Brown throwing a lot and not
Pineda's
landing a lot.
Pineda's going to take his back. Mike Brown's got to be very careful here.
Got the body lock.
Oh my goodness.
Great transition by Pineda.
That was incredible.
A strong base to his defensive guard, and then he transitions to a great position with 90 seconds left.
The position here, though, Mike, the way the triangle is on the bottom puts a lot of pressure.
And he switches.
And he switched it to get it back.
Yep.
That puts a lot of pressure on his ankle, and it makes it very difficult to squeeze down on the technique. But now he can really tighten that triangle up and restrict the breathing of Mike Brown. And it makes it very hard for Mike Brown to turn and face him and wind up in Pineda's guard.
Get out of there. 50 seconds.
Pineda would love to take this fight out of the judges' hands.
Mike Brown has got to free that body triangle, Mike. He's got to free that body triangle and get out of there.
40 seconds remain.
And there's two ways to do that. One way is with his left leg. He can wrap it around the foot that's underneath the triangle, and he can actually attack the ankle with his left leg. But see how Pineda is using his left foot and underhooking Mike Brown's knee there? That keeps him from doing that. And he's done a great job here of controlling Mike Brown. And really, it was a brilliant way he got the back there. It's a sloppy opening left by Mike Brown, and an excellent capitalizing on that by Pineda.
Looks like it will go the distance, though, and now it's up to the judges as we find out if Pineda has extended his win streak to 8 or if Mike Brown has won his second straight UFC fight. Pineda defended the ground and pound, and then Brown defended the submission attempt.
And there's that vicious knee to the body that hurt Pineda very badly. Pineda goes down, ground and pound by Mike Brown, but he lost the underhook. And when he lost his right underhook, that's when Pineda got his back. And Pineda did a brilliant job of, as he was getting his back, slapped in that body triangle in the transition to hold Mike Brown in place. Really great groundwork by Daniel Pineda.
Good drop him with the knee. Okay, come on, guys. Let's go. To go.
Great success with the body shots for Mike Brown in this fight. Both men stayed in attack mode. Very close fight as the judges have rendered their decision. And here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 29-28, declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Mike Brown!
Mike Brown, the winner by unanimous decision. His second win inside the octagon.